What's up, guys? Check it out. I bought me a dirt bike. So, little backstory. I'm about to retire in a couple days, and I've always wanted a dual sport dirt bike to just explore the neighborhood and explore the campsites. And I came across this dirt bike here on Facebook for only $1,800. $1,800, man. And it's street legal, but it's a dirt bike, so it's got the dirt bike suspension, dirt bike wheels and tires, but it's got blinkers and brake lights and a license plate, so I can explore the trails. But then when the trail ends and I have to connect to another trail that I got to go on the public roads, I can ride this thing on public roads legally. So this thing is going to fit the bill perfectly, and it was only $1,800. So I was like, I gotta get this thing. Even if I just keep it for a little while and flip it, I could make a couple $100 profit off this thing. And it's in great condition. This is a 1992, and it's in really good condition for being over 30 years old. So let me run you through some of the specs if you've never seen one of these little bikes before. Again, 1992 Yamaha Serow XT225, so it's only 225 cc's, 21-inch front wheel, 18-inch back wheel, air cooled, no radiators, no sensors, no electronics. This thing just goes. You could literally disconnect the battery and put it in second gear, roll it down a hill, and jump start this thing with no battery at all. That's the cool thing about these older ones, which is cool. It's got front headlight, blinkers, tail light and blinkers, license plate, so street legal. Stock everything. The exhaust is stock, so it's really quiet. Not a lot of power though, but I don't need a lot of power. I think it's like maybe 20 horsepower. It's got passenger pegs, so I can carry somebody in a pinch. It's probably going to struggle if I do it a lot, but in a pinch I can carry somebody. There's your fuel, reserve fuel tank. There's the carburetor right there. I think the guy who I bought it from put a new carburetor on it. Carburetor's only $30 on eBay, so you can buy a whole carburetor for only $30. That's pretty sweet. Front sprocket, I'll probably change that out either to a 1/2 smaller for more torque for climbing the hills out here, but I'll try this one out, see how it goes. There's your rear sprocket. I already oiled the chain, aired up the tires, checked the brakes. I changed the oil. I already put oil in it and a new oil filter. Here's your oil fill. There's your oil filter cap. There's a drain on the bottom. It's got little tiny pegs. I want to get bigger pegs. Drum brakes in the back, disc brake in the front. The forks need to be serviced. They're kind of squishy, and they just are old. And I think they were leaking a little bit too, so I'll take it to the shop and have them rebuild it, and then I'll tinker with them after the pros mess with it the first time. Drum brakes in the back work great, and I actually like the drum brakes because they're sealed. You know, if you get a bunch of mud back here, it's not going to go inside your brakes, whereas the discs, you know, rocks can hit those. They get all muddy and dirty, whereas the drums, they get dirty too, but not as much because they're kind of sealed, so it's kind of nice. Got grab handles back here. The seat's in good condition. It's a hard seat, but just enough to get the job done. I'll probably upgrade that later as I ride more. Your cockpit, pretty standard for dual sport. There's your instrument cluster. So it maxes out at 55 in red numbers. Don't go over 55, it says. With a little 225cc engine, you'll be lucky to get 60 to 70 miles an hour on this thing, and the engine will just be screaming at 70. So you could do it, but not for long. So 55, 60 is probably the sweet spot. I've been up to 50 already, and it does fine. Speaking of that, it has six-speed transmission, which is kind of rare for a small dirt bike. And that's a big selling point because the first two gears are like granny gears. They're really low, good for going up hills and exploring and stuff. Really low gears, which is great. I love it. But then if you get on the highway and you want to go drive around, maybe use it as a commuter, you put this thing in 6th gear and it acts like an overdrive, and you could do 70 miles an hour, which is freaking awesome, man. That's kind of unheard of. You got your odometer right there, has 8,375 miles, which is actually not bad for a 1992 30-year-old bike. Only 8,000 miles. That's kind of nuts. I put 17 miles on here already. And then over here on the right side, there's your throttle, there's your kill switch, there's your start button. Here's your hydraulic reservoir for your hydraulic brake. On the left side, you got your clutch, high and low beams, turn signals, and horn. There's your key. Let's turn that off. Here's your choke. So on these carbureted dirt bikes, usually you have to pull the choke and then let it warm up, start it and let it warm up. Unlike fuel injected, you can just hop on and go for the most part. Also, you have to adjust the carburetor for altitude and stuff like that, but can't win them all, right? This thing is a zombie apocalypse bike. You got rear view mirrors, you got 2 of them on this one. And then the cool thing about this is a 30-year-old bike and it still has the original plastic turn signals. They didn't break off. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? These are the original turn signals. When they crashed this bike, because I know they crashed it, they had to crash it at least once because the brake right here is broken. This lever is broken. But even though they crashed it at least once, they didn't break the signals, which is incredible. Still has the original heat shield. Well, it's fallen off. I better make sure that doesn't fall off. I don't want to lose that. It's got the original heat shields, original pegs. That's pretty cool. I love it. So speaking of broken parts, I do have a bunch of parts I already bought off of eBay and Amazon. Actually, it was Amazon. So I got some new handlebars, some motocross handlebars for $5 at a garage sale. I got 2 of them actually for $5, so I'll choose the best ones. And then I got a 1-inch riser that goes 1 inch up and 1 inch forward because the cockpit is pretty tight. This is a very small dirt bike, so it's going to go up and forward a little bit. I'll have to move the choke over to the side. I'll probably put new grips. I already have some, I forgot what they're called, but they're mirrors that you can could adjust. So if you want them for the road, you can put them out, and then you can loosen them up and fold them in when you're on the trail so you don't break them off on branches. They use ram mounts. I ordered those. I think they're just knockoff versions of ram mount mirrors. I got a pad, a Yamaha pad for the bar. Oh, I got handguards. So I bought some handguards, those metal handguards with the plastic shields. I got some of those too. So I got some a couple aftermarket parts that are ready to go on this thing, but I wanted to do the video without all those parts first to show you what it looks like when I first bought it. So there you go, guys. That is a look at my 1992 Yamaha Serow XT225. Again, I bought this because I wanted a small, lightweight, super reliable, simple, gas-powered, street-legal dirt bike, and that's exactly what I got. It only weighs about 230 or 240 pounds, so it's very lightweight. I could throw this thing around like an e-bike, and if I wanted to, I could probably go to Harbor Freight, buy a 600-pound motorcycle carrier for the hitch on your truck, throw it on the back of the truck, and this thing can just go anywhere because I don't need a trailer. That's another thing. You don't need a trailer with this. And because it's a dirt bike, you got that really high suspension and off-road tires. I could go anywhere back here. Even if they put a roadblock with boulders, I could still go around those roadblocks because it's a dirt bike. You can't really do that with side-by-sides. Because this thing can go anywhere your feet can go. Wherever these feet can track, that's where that can go for the most part. Deer trails, you name it, I can go anywhere on this thing. And I've already done it too. It's pretty crazy how capable this thing is. But absolutely love it. So far it's been so much fun. I just can't wait to get it street legal and get my license and ride it on the streets and go explore up in Tahoe. I'm probably going to put a Rotopax fuel pack on the back just so I can get more mileage and range, and then maybe even maybe a tank bag or a small cargo box on the back just for more extra gear other than a backpack on my back. But there you go. Oh, by the way, this has a metal tank, not plastic, which is cool. All right, guys, hit that like button to support my channel. I appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the 1992 Yamaha Serow XT225 dual sport street legal dirt bike. You think I should have got a bigger dirt bike? You think I should have got a better dirt bike? Or do you think this thing is cool? All right, guys, take care. Stay safe, have fun.